Winter style isn't hard, it's just where most men get lazy. They throw on a puffer, grab whatever boots are dry, and call it a day. But here's the thing. Winter is the season that exposes everything. Bad fit, bad fabrics, bad habits. It all shows when you're layered up. The goal isn't to look fashionable, it's to look composed, like every layer you wear was chosen, not grabbed. Because in cold weather, most guys hide under bulk. The sharp ones use layers to look even more structured, and you don't need a new wardrobe to do it. You just need to fix a few small details, the kind that make winter clothes work for you instead of against you. This video breaks down 12 simple hacks to help you do exactly that, from jackets to boots to layering tricks that keep you warm without losing shape. Stick around until the end, because the last one isn't about what you wear. It's about what holds your entire winter look together. So let's start with the biggest mistake men make the moment the temperature drops. The one item that silently kills your entire winter silhouette. 1. The power of the wool topcoat. Most men treat winter like one long casual day. The same jacket goes everywhere, errands, dinner, even work. Usually something nylon, hooded, or just bulky enough to feel safe. It's practical, sure, but it also kills your presence. Because when every jacket in your rotation looks casual, every outfit underneath does too. Even if you're wearing a great sweater or tailored pants, it all reads the same. Weekend mode. Here's the issue. Casual outerwear collapses your shape. Soft shoulders, short hems, and synthetic fabrics that shine under light. It hides the structure that makes a man look put together and replaces it with softness that blends into the crowd. The fix is simple. Keep your casual coat, but add one that actually commands a room. A wool or wool blend top coat gives you that sharp vertical line, broadens the shoulders, and refines everything else without trying. The Banana Republic Italian wool top coat does it perfectly. Clean silhouette, warm Italian fabric, and just enough taper to keep your shape without squeezing it. You can wear it over a hoodie, jeans, or even a t-shirt. It always looks intentional. That last one was all about elevation, swapping good enough for something that changes how your whole outfit moves. Next, we're fixing the piece that ruins even great outerwear, the wrong kind of hoodie. 2. The mid-layer that actually works. Under every great winter jacket, there's a mid-layer doing the heavy lifting, or ruining everything. For most men, that layer is a cotton hoodie. Soft, comfortable, familiar, and completely wrong for real cold. Here's why. Cotton soaks moisture, loses insulation, and collapses your shape. It stretches, wrinkles, and turns into a saggy layer that drags everything else down. Even if your outer coat is perfect, that hoodie underneath kills the structure. The solution isn't to ditch hoodies, it's to upgrade them. You want something built with density and recovery, not sponge-like cotton that folds into itself. A heavyweight fleece or structured terry gives you warmth and shape at the same time. The Skims heavyweight fleece hoodie hits that balance perfectly. It's thick, tightly knit, and designed to hold its form instead of hanging loose. You can wear it under a coat without losing definition or feeling bulky, and it still looks sharp when you take the coat off. Because in winter, layers shouldn't just keep you warm, they should keep your silhouette alive. That last one was all about the foundation and what sits beneath the jacket and holds it up. Next, we're heading down to where most men lose points fast. The wrong kind of winter boots that make every outfit feel clumsy. 3. The winter boot that actually sharpens your look. Most men treat winter boots like equipment. Big soles, thick padding, and a logo that looks straight out of a snowmobile ad. They do the job, but they also make your outfit look like you're heading to shovel a driveway, not walk into a restaurant. The problem isn't the boot itself, it's the proportions. Chunky winter boots shorten the legs, widen the stance, and throw off the clean lines you built up top. Even a great coat and tailored pants lose impact when they end in a bulky rubber block. So instead, trade function-only boots for refined utility. A pair that keeps traction and warmth but still looks intentional. Smooth leather or weatherproof suede, slimmer silhouette, and just enough tread to handle real weather. The Align weatherproof leather boot nails it. Rugged sole, Goodyear welt, and a profile that feels structured, not swollen. It's the kind of boot that works in snow or slush, but still looks sharp with jeans or wool trousers. Because the goal isn't to look ready for winter, it's to look in control of it. That last one was all about grounding your look, building structure from the ground up. Next, we're moving upward to a piece most men wrote off years ago, but worn right, it might be the sharpest winter layer you can own. 4. The Turtleneck Comeback. Some pieces never really go out of style, but they just get worn the wrong way. The turtleneck is one of them. Most men over 40 still think of it as that itchy 90s relic. Too tight, too warm, too Steve Jobs. But the modern version isn't a costume. It's one of the easiest ways to sharpen winter outfits without adding bulk or effort. Here's why it works. A turtleneck frames your face the same way a good haircut does. It cleans up your neckline, adds height, and smooths everything under a jacket. And because it's a single, uninterrupted line of fabric, it creates instant polish. No collar gaps, no shirt bunching, no visual noise. So skip the chunky cable knit and go for a fine gauge merino or cashmere blend. Something soft, breathable, and close to the body. Not skin tight, but tailored. The Express Merino Wool Turtleneck nails it. Lightweight, structured, and perfect under a coat or blazer, it feels more like confidence than clothing. Because the right turtleneck doesn't make you look overdressed, it makes everything else look deliberate. That last one was all about refinement, grading the neckline and rebuilding presence. Next, we're moving down to the base of every outfit, the cold weather pants that make denim feel instantly outdated. 5. The Corduroy Comeback. Most men wear denim straight through winter. It's familiar, it's easy, and it feels rugged. But in cold weather, jeans start to work against you. Stiff, heavy, and cold to the touch. Denim doesn't insulate. It traps moisture and clings when the temperature drops. And because most jeans are cut the same way, they flatten your lower half instead of adding depth or shape. From the knee down, everything looks one-dimensional. The fix? Swap denim for texture. Corduroy isn't just warm, it adds movement and personality that jeans can't. The vertical ridges catch light, lengthen the leg, and add structure without stiffness. It's the fabric version of confidence. Quiet, timeless, and built for the season. The Joe's Jeans Brixton Corduroy Pant hits that perfect middle ground. Tailored, not tight. Soft, not sloppy. They pair just as well with sneakers as they do with boots, and instantly make winter outfits feel intentional instead of routine. Because the best cold weather style isn't about more layers, it's about better layers. Texture where denim used to be flat. Warmth where jeans used to freeze. That last one was all about foundation, turning your lower half into something that actually looks winter-ready. Next, we're heading to the small details that can ruin an outfit fast. The accessories that make grown men look like college freshmen. 6. The winter accessories that actually look grown. Walk through any city in winter and you'll see it everywhere. Neon beanies, branded ski gloves, and tech fabric everything. It's like most men never graduated from college winter gear. And that's the problem. Accessories should finish an outfit, not fight it. Those sporty add-ons pull your look straight back to campus. Logos, synthetic shine, and bright colors make your outerwear look cheaper than it is. Even the best coat can't compete with a neon hat that screams snowboard weekend. The solution is simple restraint. A ribbed fisherman beanie in a neutral tone paired with real leather gloves quietly upgrades everything else you're wearing. Texture, tone, and maturity. 3 small shifts that make a huge difference. The Quaker Marine Supply deerskin glove nails this balance. Lined for warmth, stitched for structure, and timeless enough to wear for years. It turns something practical into something polished. No logos, no noise, just intention. Because the goal of accessories isn't attention, it's completion. That last one was all about the details, refining the small pieces that tell the story of your whole outfit. Next, we're tackling one of winter's biggest traps. Scarves that look expensive but instantly cheapen your outfit. And if this is clicking so far, hit subscribe. It helps more men over 40 find videos like this and keeps them coming. 7. The scarf that looks expensive. The scarf is supposed to be the easiest winter accessory, but most men turn it into a problem. Too shiny, too patterned, or straight out of a holiday gift set. It's one of those things that's meant to elevate an outfit but ends up making it look cheaper instead. Here's why. Low-quality scarves use synthetic fibers that reflect light, wrinkle fast, and cling awkwardly around the neck. They don't drape, they hover. And when the rest of your outfit is clean and structured, that little piece of gloss kills the whole mood. So instead, go for texture, not shine. A wool or cashmere scarf in a neutral tone, gray, navy, camel, charcoal, gives off quiet confidence. It frames the face, complements the coat, and moves naturally with the rest of your layers. The Banana Republic Italian cashmere scarf does exactly that. Soft and subtle, it's the kind of piece that looks good every year because it doesn't scream for attention. It just sits right, looks right, and feels like it belongs. Because the best style pieces don't need to be loud, they just need to look intentional. That last one was all about subtlety, using softness to upgrade presence. Next, we're shifting from texture to tone, and fixing the color mistake that makes 90% of winter wardrobes look flat. 8. The color shift. When it gets cold, most men default to black. Black coat, black jeans, black boots, and at first glance, it feels safe. It's slimming, it's simple, it goes with everything. But here's the problem. In winter light, black absorbs everything too. It flattens your shape, kills contrast, and makes even great fabrics disappear. What looks sharp indoors turns lifeless outside. No texture, no depth, no definition. The fix isn't more color, it's better contrast. Winter style needs separation between your layers. Think charcoal instead of jet black. Navy, camel, olive, and brown. Tones that still feel masculine but catch light instead of swallowing it. The rice jacal wool trouser in charcoal is the perfect example. It's a neutral base that still shows movement and texture, and it pairs with almost every winter jacket or boot you own. You keep the polish of dark tones but gain the dimension your outfits were missing. Because real style doesn't disappear under a coat, it stands out quietly. That last one was all about depth, giving winter clothes life instead of letting them blend together. Next, we're taking that same principle to another sense. The invisible detail that can completely change how people remember you. 9. The The scent that belongs to winter? Most men ignore fragrance once the temperature drops. They stick with the same citrus-heavy cologne they've used since summer. Fresh, bright, and completely out of place in cold air. Here's the thing about scent. It changes with temperature. Warm weather opens light notes. Cold weather mutes them. That's why your summer cologne disappears faster in winter. It wasn't built for the season. The fix is switching to depth. Woody, smoky, slightly sweet. Fragrances that match the season's tone. Think cedar, leather, amber, oud. They linger longer and sit closer to the skin, like a quiet echo that people notice only when they're near. The Tom Ford Oud Wood is a perfect example. It's warm, dry, and sophisticated. Powerful enough to stand up to a coat and scarf. Subtle enough to feel effortless indoors. You don't need much. 2 sprays, pulse points, done. It doesn't walk into the room before you. It stays behind after you leave. Because the right scent doesn't just complete your outfit, it defines your atmosphere. That last one was all about tone, matching how you smell to how you look. Next, we're heading back to fabric and fit, because most winter layers fail not from color or texture, but from proportion. 10. The art of layering proportion. Most men think layering is just about stacking clothes. Shirt, sweater, coat, done. But the difference between looking sharp and looking swallowed comes down to proportion. When layers don't line up, everything feels off. Too long shirts hang under sweaters, bulky mid-layers balloon under jackets, and short outerwear throws off the balance entirely. It's not that the pieces are bad, they're just fighting each other. The solution is hierarchy. Every layer should be visible but in order. Base layer, shortest. Mid layer, regular length. Outer layer, longest. Each one slightly heavier than the last, each one following the shape of the one before it. That's how you build depth without bulk. The Everlane Heavyweight Overshirt is a perfect example of a balanced mid-layer. It adds warmth and structure without throwing off the flow of your outfit. You can wear it under a coat or over a t-shirt and still keep clean lines from shoulder to hem. Because great layering isn't about stacking, it's about composition. By the way, everything mentioned in today's video so far, including exact products, is linked down below in the description. That last one was all about control, balancing every layer so your outfit moves as one. But even when the proportions are perfect, one overlooked detail can still throw it all off: what you carry. 11. The winter bag that grows you up. Everything about your outfit can look sharp: the coat, the boots, the layers. But if you're still carrying a nylon backpack, it all collapses. It's the silent detail that gives you away, and most men never notice it. Here's the issue: those technical bags and branded slings look fine in your 20s, but against heavier winter fabrics, wool, leather, corduroy, they read as out of place. They make a grown man's outfit feel temporary, like you dressed up but forgot the last piece. The fix is simple: match your materials. A structured leather or heavy canvas brief or field bag blends into winter layers instead of clashing with them. It grounds your silhouette, keeps proportions balanced, and looks like part of your wardrobe instead of an afterthought. The Filson Rugged Twill briefcase nails it. Thick twill, bridle leather handles, brass hardware. Built for decades, not months. It looks professional without being formal, and only gets better with wear. Because every layer you put on says something about you. The bag just says it last. That last one was all about completion, replacing something purely functional with something that actually belongs. Next, we're finishing strong with the habit that holds everything together. How to maintain your winter look once you've built it. 12. The habit that holds it all together. You can buy every right piece, the coat, the boots, the knitwear, and still end up looking off by January. Why? Because winter style doesn't just fall apart from bad taste, it falls apart from neglect. Most men treat their clothes like armor, to wear them hard, throw them in a corner, repeat. By February, even great pieces start looking tired. Wrinkles that never come out, lint that sticks to wool, salt stains that never fade. The fix isn't spending more, it's maintaining what you already own. Steam your coats instead of pressing them flat. Brush your wool and suede to keep the texture alive. Use cedar blocks, not plastic bags, for storage. Small, boring steps, but they're what keep expensive pieces looking intentional instead of exhausted. The Steamery Cirrus 3 Iron Steamer is one of those quiet investments that pays you back every week. It refreshes wool, knocks out wrinkles, and restores shape without crushing the fabric. It's what separates men who just own good clothes from men who look good in them. Because great winter style isn't about what you buy, it's about what you keep alive. That's the real secret: 2 or 3 upgrades and a little care. Do that and winter stops being something you survive. It becomes the season you actually look your best. That last one was all about upkeep, the quiet discipline behind looking put together, and it's what turns clothes into character. You don't have to overhaul your closet to look good in winter. You just have to stop settling for pieces that stopped working years ago. A sharper coat, a better fabric, a small habit that keeps everything looking new. That's all it takes to move from getting dressed to actually having style. Because after a certain point, it's not about chasing trends. It's about maintaining standards. The men who look their best in winter aren't the ones buying the most. They're the ones who notice the small things: how a coat hangs, how boots age, how layers fit together. Everything I mentioned in this video is linked below, so you can start wherever you want. Pick one piece, make one upgrade, and build from there. And if this helped, good. That means you're paying attention again. The next step's simple: check out the video. It's the best next move if you're ready to keep refining your style. One season, one detail at a time.